assistant professor in the Department of Physics, and now we are going to discuss about the topic laser. Do you know about the laser? What is the full form of laser? Laser is nothing but light amplification of stimulated emission of radiation. And then what are the properties of laser in generally? What are the properties of laser? High intensity, highly directional, and then monochromatic, and then fourth one is coherence. This monochromatic is nothing but single color and then single category is called as monochromatic, and then highly directional, high intensity, and then coherence. These are the basic properties of laser. And then what are the difference between the ordinary light and the laser light? Ordinary light and laser. What are the difference between the ordinary light and the laser light? Means laser the property is high intensity. In this case, low intensity value. And then second one is this is the highly directional. The laser beam source is the highly directional. Here there is no directional properties. No directional property. And this ordinary light having not a monochromatic beam, not monochromatic. And then laser light having the property is monochromatic property. This is the difference between the ordinary light and the laser light. The example of ordinary light is the sunlight. And then sodium vapor lamp is the example of ordinary light. And the laser beam is the CO2 laser, ND of laser. These are the example of the laser beam. These are the difference between the ordinary light and the laser light. Okay. And the next one is how to laser produce. Whenever achieving the population inversion in the excited state energy level, at that time we will be producing the laser beam. In this case, there is main important 3 points. First one is spontaneous emission. Second one is stimulated absorption. And then third one is stimulated emission. These are the main important points of basic concept of laser. Spontaneous emission is nothing but there is no energy is required to. First of all, we discussed about the stimulated absorption. This is the E1 is the inner between lower energy level, and then E2 is the higher energy level, and then most of the atoms are present in E1 energy level. It will be externally one force is applied to this atom. The energy is absorbed to this atom. It goes to an excited state. That is called as h mu amount of energy is absorbed to this atom. That is equal to E2 minus E1. That is equal to h mu. H mu amount of energy is absorbed this atom. It goes to an excited state. That is called as stimulated absorption. This is called stimulated absorption. Stimulated emission, spontaneous emission is nothing but there is no external energy required to comes to a ground state energy level, that is called as spontaneous emission. And then last one is stimulated emission, is nothing but it will be externally trigger this atom, which may amount of atom, trigger the atom. This atom, after that this atom is goes to a ground state energy level, that is E1 energy level, that is E2 energy level. So E2 minus E1 also it will be hν. That is 2 energy is emitted, 2 hν amount of energy is released. After that comes to a ground state energy level. These are the three principles used in Einstein theory. Next we discussed about the Einstein theory of A and B coefficient. Okay.